when I was quite young was that the steel mills closed down. And almost overnight, like tens of thousands of people lost their jobs. And there was no plan. There was no plan to take care of our people, right? And so I moved home back to Buffalo after I went away to school, and I organized there for years. I was organizing people that were very, very sick, workers and community members who were, had high rates of cancer, high rates of asthma from the industrial polluters that had left town because of NAFTA, or who were still there, who were poisoning people, right? And we won a lot of campaigns. We won a lot of really good, powerful things. And I also in that time got super, super clear about why I lost any campaign I lost. And it was because the right was able to use racism very strategically to blow up and undermine the coalitions that we needed to hang together in order to actually have enough power to win. Has anyone been in that situation? Right? You can see on an individual level, right, the racism of white people blowing up on an interpersonal level that would blow up coalitions. Then we would see the ways in which the right would very strategically use divide and conquer racist tactics to peel white people away in large numbers from the coalitions we needed to actually have enough power to win, right? And so I became obsessed with this question, like, what is it going to take to bring more white people into the coalitions that we need to actually win? Are y'all with me? Yeah, okay. So what I learned through a lot of messy stuff is that we had to contend with race. We had to center race in all of our organizing, right? We had to inoculate the white people from all the racist stuff that was happening, right? And when we did that, we took the most powerful tool that people in power had away from them, right? And that's how we actually win. So I learned a lot in Buffalo. There's another very famous person from Buffalo who's a lot more well-known than I am. His name's Timothy McVeigh. Does anyone know who he is? Yeah, so Timothy McVeigh was a white nationalist who bombed the Oklahoma City Federal Building in 1995. I was little. Timothy McVeigh was also from Buffalo. It would be very easy for me to talk about the differences between us, but I actually want to stick with what we have in common first, right? So Timothy McVeigh and I both grew up in Buffalo, Rust Belt town, white, descendants of Irish folks that came over not that long ago. We both had 2 siblings. And Timothy McVeigh and I also, in addition to having similar life circumstances, we both found that something was profoundly wrong with the world. We went looking for an answer. Why is this happening to me? We found other people that agreed with us and other people who helped us make meaning of the world, and we took action, right? And I share this story because I think these 2 paths actually show what is possible in terms of bringing people into a pro-democracy movement and what is at stake if we do not, right? I think this is the challenge ahead of us right now, is to actually contend with these forces that we're up against that Ash and Scott has talked about, that we've got to go out and contend for people that the right is going after and who the right relies on, the far right relies on in order to advance this agenda, right? It didn't just happen out of nowhere. It's a very well-funded and well-resourced strategy that Ash said they've been implementing and resourcing for 50 years. So it was a strategy. They got us here. That means we can get out of it. It didn't just happen. So with good strategy, we can actually get out of it.